Hey guys, RB here, and I wanted to do a quick video to catch us all up as to all the different projects we got going on. I have several different YouTube videos in the works right now, and we'll get those posted out to you soon. I wanted to go ahead and I just updated my whiteboard with everything I got going on. So I wanted to share that with you, and then that way you have an idea as to what's going on the channel. So let me go ahead and zoom in, and we'll go item by item and kind of talk about it a little bit, and then you'll be caught up.
Okay, so we got the whiteboard updated here, and I kind of broke it into different categories. Let me explain the categories, and we'll go by the topics. So the first topic I did was the farm, and that's pretty much going to be farm operations, the things that we're doing around the farm. Then I got the shop, projects, YouTube, and that's going to be things that we're working on the shop, working on in the shop, and a lot of those will be YouTube videos. So we got quite a few coming down the pipe here. Maintenance, we got several vehicles around the property here that really need to be taken a look at. Most of them need a tune-up and assessed as to what can be done better for them to make them reliable. The property, so we got 84 acres here, and we got a property plan in place. We got different things that we're going to be accomplishing this next year. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be exciting. We will be starting a YouTube channel for the farm, and we'll be doing a lot of things in conjunction with them through this channel. So then shop. Just generally got some issues or some things in the shop that we need to get addressed, primarily before winter time. So let's go ahead and start at the top. So the farm. So here's what we got. I need to construct a chicken pen coop area, and we have chickens up at the main farmhouse, and they are just too much to be taken care of up there. Everybody is stressing out watering and feeding them, and they're not being taken very good care of. So, and it's nobody's fault, it's just there's a lot to do around here. So the plan is they're going to be brought down to the farm down here, close to where we got the piglets. And me and my whiteboard, guys, let me set this up for you here. So here's the overall plan. As you might remember, this is where we have the pigs right down here. There's actually a building here that's not in fair enough condition to use for much other than a chicken coop at this time. So that's actually going to be the coop. Then we got another building that we're going to make a farm office. That's where we'll keep the printer and probably do some YouTube tubing out of it. Get the computer off my table. And then, so the purple area, that is the coop area, and kind of the layout as to what we're going for. So that ought to work pretty good. Just got to get the pen, assembled. And we have the stuff to do it. It's just, got to get a plan in place to do that. The idea thing is we need to have those chickens moved down here by the end of August, and we should be able to do that even if I have to just find a dog pen to put them in for right now until we can take down the old structure up at the main house. So we can do that. Water line to animals in the shop. Currently I have garden hoses stretched out, and I'm going to throw an oh by the way in there. If you are looking for a fairly decent water hose, I have tried so many lately. I probably have taken back 2 to 3 hoses to Home Depot because they're just purely crap. They say no kink hoses, and they are the world's most kinkiest hoses I have ever had. I'd rather just use polyline. They're so horrible. So, and I'm going to not be negative, but I found that the hoses that Harbor Freight is carrying right now are pretty doggone good hoses. So I've been getting 3/4 inch hoses, 100 foot in length, for like 35 bucks. Can't beat that. At that price, even if the ends break on them, so be it. Put a new end on it. So anyways, I have hoses running across the farm right now, a couple across the driveway, and they are not going to last very long. So the idea thing is I need to pick up some 3/4 inch water line, PVC pipe, and do some trenching and get some lines buried. I'd like to run the line to the animals and then bring it right on up to the shop. So we'll be working on that. Ideal plan is to have that done by the end of September. And then dump runs. I've been making dump runs, get rid of a bunch of old stuff, and I'm down to pretty much appliances. Unfortunately, they don't let you get rid of those for free. So they're like literally $35 an appliance. I probably have at least close to half a dozen appliances that need to go bye-bye. So as I can afford it, I'm going to have to offload those. Okay, so that's what's going on. The fun stuff, the shop, the projects, the YouTube videos. Here's where we're at. 1944A. So we've been working on that recently, and I have a video that I'm assembling right now for that. And long story short, I knew it had mag issues, and then we had put a new carburetor on it, and I had to go through it. So the mag and carb are close. Realistically, I could probably put them on right now and probably get that thing started. It's just so stinking hot outside. I don't have much strength to be able to pull that flywheel until it starts. And it might start first time. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay, and then the 1942 John Deere B that we've been working on. Mag and carburetor. Remember that this unit was frozen up. That's why we prioritized it and got it in the shop. Discovered that water had gone down through the air cleaner and into the carb, into the engine, froze it all up, took out the carburetor. We ordered a kit for the carb, got the wrong one. That part will be here Monday. Today is Friday, so a couple days. And then the magneto rebuild on that, that has been done. That's a video that I'll be posting real short soon here. Okay. The 45 2-in, if you remember right, we did a Will It Run series on that. Yes, we got it running. Has a water pump issue. I do have the parts in stock now, and so we're going to be doing a video on that. And the ideal thing with that tractor is we're due to do a shop night here in a couple weeks. So I'm going to get something together, see if I can't get some of the guys out here, and we'll do a replace the water pump and the Ford 2-in night here in the shop. Just a fun evening, trying to get a program going, get some teenagers in the shop, elderly folk, and just a couple hours of just guy time, I guess you could say. We'll allow girls too, but we just don't want, distractions. We just want to have fun and kind of hang out. The 48 Ford 2-in, I think that's what that one was, 48 to 49 maybe. But anyways, that one is kind of just stallmated right now. It needs tires. I'm keeping my eyes open for tires. I may end up ordering some from overseas and having them brought in. It seems like that's going to be the most cheapest option there. And I do need a bunch of different size tires for different projects we're working on. So that may be what we're up to. So let's see, the 53 Ford Jubilee, we are going to need a PTO shaft in that. That's about 120 bucks. So we'll be doing that here probably before winter, early fall. We are planning on using that tractor to do some plowing in the land, so we shouldn't need it for the PTO shaft. PTO shaft will be nice when we need to put the field mower on and do some mowing. Okay, the 1980s, the Ford 1900, I've got a video that we'll be posting on that. We reworked the hydraulic system, got it working a little bit better, but it's still not up to par. I'm kind of scratching my head on that. I may do a little more work on that, and then we'll get that video posted. If not, we'll kind of see where we're at and see if we can get some ideas as to what we could try next. So, I have an old Craftsman's mower. Kind of looked at that, and from what I could tell is maybe it stopped running and somebody pulled it out of the way and got a blade hung up and so tore a blade underneath it. So we got to take a look at the mower deck, make sure those bearings and stuff are okay. I estimate it needs about $200 worth of parts, so we will be getting that going. That'll be a good tool to have this spring. So we got a couple months to work on that. There was also an old John Deere mower. You may have seen some of the videos, and we haven't really assessed that one yet. Hasn't been a big hurry for that. Got a golf cart. Haven't assessed that yet. Cushman cart, haven't assessed that yet. No, the Cushman cart, we know it needs brakes. I had to loosen up the brake lines in order to get the brakes to free up enough to get that thing on the trailer, and then I haven't been able to get them to bleed correctly again. So I don't know if it's the brake unit itself, or if I got lines, if it's getting air into it, or what. So we'll get that thing in here. That'll probably be a winter project. So I'm pretty confident we can get brakes going on it, give it a tune-up, and it'll be a great machine to run up and down the hill here at the farm. So I did forget a couple of tractors off this list. Let's go Gibson tractor, okay, and then the Cub. So let's look at that. So the Gibson is a project tractor that we're restoring, and we're getting close to starting on it again. We got some welding to do on it to get the frame rails. Then we can start assembling. We'll get a hold of our nut and bolt guy. We may do a YouTube exclusive with that as well. And then we should be able to start assembling it. We will need tires for it as well, so that's kind of in my tire order right now. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. We should be able to do quite a bit of work on that this winter, maybe get it completely restored this winter. That's kind of my goal, minus the tires, but who knows, we may be blessed and be able to get a set of tires for it. The Cub, I've been working on that. I have a video that I'll be getting posted up real soon here, And where we're at with that is I put my sickle mower back on it. I knew I had some PTO issues. I replaced the PTO collar, still having some issues, and discovered that we have a bad main shaft throughout the unit. So the tractor unfortunately has got to be split in order to fix it. I would love to, but I just have way too many projects open right now to even tackle that. So again, the hope would be to use the Cub in the spring to do some mowing in the fields. I think it'd be fun, but right now it's kind of on the back burner. So it also needs like a $120 shaft put to it. So yeah, all the stuff adds up, dude. You know, all the prices and stuff, and parts prices haven't really gone down, and yeah, it gets expensive quick. Maintenance wise, so we have an old Dodge Grand Caravan on the property, belongs to a friend of mine, and he could definitely use a vehicle. They're down to one vehicle at the house right now, trying to shuffle around multiple people. So we're in the process of getting that going. I did go out this morning. I got it to crank over. I know it's got some battery issues, and then possibly I may need to put some fuel in it to get it to move. The ideal thing is I'll get it up to the shop here and start going through it. I probably won't do a YouTube video on it, but it's just one thing that I'm working on. There's also a Yaris car here, and it's got some issues, possibly a hole in the fuel tank. So we've got to assess that a little bit more. I have had it running, but I had it running on starting fluid, couldn't keep it running. Tried putting some gas in it, but couldn't get it to it. So I either didn't put enough gas in, or there's something up with the tank or the pump. So got an old Ford F-150 here, and it needs a tune-up. It knocks pretty bad, so we're not sure what that is, but I think we need to start with a tune-up on it, and then maybe check the valves and see if they need to be adjusted. We got a little gray Toyota pickup. It's a great little running truck. I'd like to do a tune-up on it. It's a great runner, great little run-to-the-store type truck. There's also a little red Toyota pickup that we just got running, made a dump run with it the other day, and it's just having issues getting it to pass smog, and I suspect that the carburetor is just plugged up. It just doesn't like to idle very well, and it's rough running, so I'd like to get it down here and get it cleaned up. So my Tandem Axle equipment trailer, bought it a year ago, September, and I need to give those guys a call and run it up to Live Oak, which is probably about 30 minutes from where I'm at, and let them do a once-over on it as a courtesy. They told me to give it about a year and give them a call. So we're going to do that, get it in the shop. I love the trailer. I haven't had no issues with it. It's been great. It's been a great addition to what I do. So the overall property plan, we will be working on that, and I will share that in the future. And like I said, once we get the plan going and we start doing things on the farm, we will be breaking off to a new YouTube channel for just the farm, the property that we're doing here. And that'll be an exciting thing, but we're going to keep this channel going for more of my projects and stuff. So one of the things that we got going on the farm is we're part of the hedgerow project. And that's going to be a fun, interesting project. It's actually a grant that we have, and by mid-October we need to pick up plants, so that means I need to get an excavator over and build some ditches and stuff. So we got that coming up, so I put mid-October. That means I need to get out on the ground and get some ditches dug and kind of get the soil turned over. Along with that is test holes on the land layout. So we're wanting to do a bunch of vegetables and stuff this next year. And what I want to do is get the backhoe out there and dig some test holes and kind of get an idea as to where the clay layer is, rock layer, and that'll help us determine where stuff goes on the farm. We do have a drone coming this way, so that'll be a new addition to the channel. We'll get some drone footage, sky footage, and we're looking to use the drone to map out the property and give us a better idea as to what we have going on. So lastly, the shop. So I got the shop compressor, which hasn't worked for years. I got it unburied and stuff. It's got a 110 cable running to the box. I'm not too sure of that cable. I feel a little bit more comfortable maybe putting a shorter cable to it and starting it on the generator, get it running and see how it does, and then maybe hook it back up to the main system. That's kind of what I'm looking at. So we want to do that before winter. Got some sandblasting and stuff to do, and we could really use a good compressor in the shop. So Other thing I gotta do is repair the doors. My front doors on the shop are in really bad shape, and so I need to get them going before winter. And then firewood. Firewood's not gonna be a big deal. That'll be a day project. Go up to a friend's house, go get some firewood. We want to have some firewood so we have a nice warm shop this winter, and so that way we can keep projects going. So overall, guys, that's what we got going on. Lots of stuff, like usual. So just time and money, and we're gonna just progress through. We're gonna start knocking some things off the list. Like I said, mainly with our YouTube projects, a lot of that is already in the works, and we'll start dropping them off. So hope that's helpful for you, and thanks for being a part of this channel. And if you would do me a favor, leave me a comment, maybe mention me to a friend. We do want to build up this channel. It takes a lot of effort, so I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.